Welcome to the Jeep display. It's great to see all of you here. If I have not yet, my name is Kimberly Schultz. I handle South Region Communications for FCA. So a variety of brands, and one of those happens to be this beautiful Jeep Gladiator behind me, which we're going to take you through. We unveiled it in LA, and honestly, this is like the perfect Jeep for Texas, because you have your car and you have your truck all in one. So what could not be better? So I'm so excited to have Brandon Gurmis here. He's going to take you through this vehicle. And obviously we're excited for upcoming events like the Texas Truck Rodeo, where you guys will finally have a mid-sized truck entry, which we're excited about. So Brandon, take it away.
All right, so good morning, everybody. Great to be down here in Texas. Get a little bit of a break from all the cold and the snow up in Detroit. Plus, it's a chance to get some great barbecue. I think that nobody does barbecue brisket better than Texas, so I've always got to sample it when I'm down here. So, just wrapped up a phenomenal year for Jeep brand. 2018 was, in fact, our best sales year of all time. Sold 1.5 million Jeeps worldwide. That's our 5th consecutive year of selling over 1 million Jeeps. And then here in the United States, sales were up 17% year over year to just under 1 million. And down here in Texas, sales were up 19% year over year. So, great year for Jeep. And Wrangler had a phenomenal year. Sales up 26% to just under 250,000 Wranglers. That's a lot of Wranglers, right? I mean, it was 15 years ago, we were selling 40, 50,000 Wranglers a year, and now here we are on the cusp of 250,000. So, you know, a lot of that success is, of course, attributable to the all-new Jeep Wrangler, which we introduced to you guys last year. You know, in the past, it used to be that when you bought a Wrangler, you had to make sacrifices, you had to make compromises. You didn't always get the latest technology or the latest safety features. And that's no longer the case. With the all-new Wrangler, you still get the open-air freedom, you still get the off-road capability that you expect from Wrangler, but you get the 21st century technology. You get 4th generation Uconnect radios. You get safety features like blind spot monitoring, rear park assist, and starting in 19 model year Wrangler, which is just starting to arrive at dealerships, adaptive cruise control with full stop, and forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking. So we've really transformed Wrangler from just a fun weekend toy to a vehicle that you can actually daily drive in any season and any weather. So before we get into Gladiator, I just want to touch on a couple Wrangler features just because they were late availability last year. And I want to start with this Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon over here to my right. This is equipped with our Sky One Touch Power Top. How many of you guys have had a chance to experience it yet? Okay, not very many hands. Definitely make sure you hop in this bad boy and give it a try, or I should say a press. Because what Sky One Touch does is it allows our customers to experience open air freedom, which is a simple push of a button. So, you know, envision you're leaving work. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon. You want to experience the open air freedom that your Wrangler offers. You don't have to get out and fumble with zippers or panels. You just simply press a button, and the fabric center section of that top is going to retract backwards. And then, of course, you just press it again to close it up. So you can open and close that top up to 60 miles per hour, which is pretty cool. Then, over here, we've got a Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. And this is equipped with our brand new direct injection 2-liter turbo engine. And this has our eTorque mild hybrid technology. So that's a pretty fancy set of words, eTorque mild hybrid. What exactly is that? So there's actually a 48-volt motor that's tied directly into the crankshaft on this engine. And it's going to add tons of torque. It's going to add up to 27% more torque at launch, and it's going to add up to 10% more overall torque, just to improve drivability and also improve acceleration from a stop. So this is the first ever turbocharged engine in Wrangler. It's also our most fuel-efficient Wrangler engine ever. 25 miles per gallon highway in 2-door, and 24 miles per gallon highway in the 4-door. It cranks out 270 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. And it's paired with our 8-speed automatic transmission. It's a very sporty, very fun engine to drive. If you haven't had the chance to drive it yet, make sure you get behind the wheel of a Wrangler with the new 2-liter engine. So let's get to the main course, or the meat and potatoes. This, of course, as you all know, is the new 2020 Jeep Gladiator pickup truck. It's been a long time coming. This is our first all-new Jeep pickup truck in over 30 years. So the last time we showed you guys an all-new Jeep pickup truck was back in 1986 with the Jeep Comanche. And of course, I wasn't even born yet. Ever since Comanche went out of production in 1992, this is something that our fans, our enthusiasts have been asking for, begging for, and they've been very vocal about it. Build us a new Jeep pickup truck. And we've teased the idea over the last decade and a half through all these awesome Jeep pickup truck concepts. And we always get tons of positive feedback on those concepts. And two of the most common comments with those concepts are, shut up and take my money now, or here's another awesome Jeep pickup truck that we can't buy. So it's really exciting for us to finally offer to these enthusiasts a Jeep pickup truck that they can go down to the dealership and purchase. So we like to say that Gladiator is 100% truck and it's 100% Jeep. So what does that mean? We took our best attributes of the Jeep products, the iconic styling, the open air freedom, and of course the off-road capability. But we added to that real truck capability. So Gladiator is going to be able to tow a best-in-class 7,650 pounds, and it's going to be able to haul a best-in-class 1,600 pounds. So that means that Gladiator customers are not only going to be able to leave pavement behind and go explore new places with the top flip back, of course, and hopefully the doors off, but they're also going to be able to confidently tow their boat to the lake or haul some dirt bikes out in the desert. I like to think that whatever crazy adventure Gladiator customers dream up, Gladiator can make those adventures a reality. So I mentioned the iconic styling, and I think you'll agree with me, when you look at this truck, there's no mistaking it as anything but a Jeep. It starts up front. You've got our 7-slot grille flanked by round headlights, and of course, all exterior lighting on Gladiator is available with bright LED technology. You've got the trapezoidal wheel flares, and then of course, look at the silhouette. It's very boxy, it's very upright, it's a very traditional Jeep silhouette. But at the same time, it's also a very traditional truck silhouette, right? You've got a clearly defined cab, and then you've also got a very clearly defined bed as well. And speaking of the bed, all Gladiators come standard with a durable 5-foot steel bed, and the tailgate on every single one is damped. So, very nice and easy, and of course there's lift assist as well to make putting it up that much easier. And then we have a bunch of available features in the bed just to improve versatility and flexibility when hauling cargo. We've got an available spray and bed liner, a soft roll-up tonneau cover, we've got an adjustable rail-based tie-down system, and then we've got a 115-volt weatherproof power outlet right in the bed. So moving on to the cab, I mentioned open air freedom, and Gladiator definitely delivers on open air freedom. In fact, it's the only open air pickup truck on the market today. And not only can you take off the top, but you can also pop off all 4 doors, and you can even fold down the windshield. And when it comes to top options, there are 3 on Gladiator. We've got our standard zipperless Sunrider soft top, and then we have available our 3-piece Freedom Top hardtop. And that comes in 2 flavors. There's body color and black spatter. And just like on Wrangler, you can pop off the Freedom panels above the driver's seat and the front passenger seat. Now, with a vehicle that you can take off the doors and take off the top, it's important that there's secure locking storage for any valuables. So when you're out mountain biking or kayaking, you don't have to worry about what you leave behind in the truck. Gladiator has standard locking storage behind the rear seat, locks with the same key that you use for the door or for the glove box or center console. And then we also have an available locking storage bin underneath the rear seat. And that bin is also fully removable, 4 bolts, the whole thing pops out. And we actually designed right into the bin a carrying handle, just to make removal and installation very easy for our customers. Now, of course, this is also a Jeep, so we've got to talk about off-road capability, right? And off-road capability is at the core of every single Jeep that we make, and Gladiator is no exception to that. They all come standard with 4-wheel drive, standard heavy-duty Dana 44 axles front and rear. Of course, they're all trail-rated. Skid plates protecting both the fuel tank as well as the transfer case, and standard tow hooks front and rear as well. So just the base Gladiator on its own is very capable, and then Gladiator Rubicon takes it to the next level. So it has all the equipment that you expect on a Rubicon model, 33-inch tires, rock rails that protect not only the cab, but we also have a rock rail protecting the back of the bed. We've got selectable locking differentials front and rear, electronic disconnecting front sway bar, and then our rock track transfer case with a 4-to-1 low range. And when you pair that with our 6-speed manual, you get an 84-to-1 crawl ratio. So you can definitely pull out some stumps with that, right? Now, that's all the stuff you expect on a Rubicon. But Gladiator Rubicon adds a few new tricks. So we've got standard 2-inch diameter aluminum bodied Fox shocks on every Gladiator Rubicon. So if you're familiar with the off-road industry, you know that Fox is the name in town when it comes to off-road shocks. Nobody else does it better. So very exciting for the first time ever to offer standard Fox shocks on Gladiator Rubicon. We've also got up front this cool new gizmo. It's a forward-facing off-road camera that we call Trail Cam. And it's actually mounted in the center slot of the grille. And it's going to project right into the radio screen an image of what's in front of the vehicle. So when you're out on the trail, you're going to be able to clearly see any obstacles in front of you, whether that be rocks or logs. And then you're going to be able to pick the best path to successfully negotiate that obstacle. So all that adds up to a truck, Gladiator Rubicon, as the most off-road capable mid-sized truck ever. So I also mentioned that Gladiator is 100% truck. So not only does it have off-road capability, but it also has truck capability. And one thing that I can't stress enough is that Gladiator isn't simply a 4-door Wrangler with a bed tacked on the back. You know, if we had done that, we would have never come close to achieving 7,650 pounds towing or 1,600 pounds payload. So our Jeep engineering team did a fantastic job of re-engineering Gladiator basically from the ground up. So we've got an all-new high-strength steel frame. That's the backbone of every single Gladiator. And then anchoring the back, we've got a brand new 5-link coil rear suspension. Completely new geometry, never been used before, designed specifically for Gladiator. And it features progressive rate coil springs. And believe it or not, our rear control arms as well as our rear track bar were sourced directly from the half-ton Ram 1500 pickup truck. We also have standard 373-to-1 axle ratio to help get all that torque to the ground. And you know, all of that adds up to a very capable truck. I should mention as well that Gladiator has the largest brakes in the mid-size truck segment. So our customers are going to have the confidence they can stop whatever they're hauling or pulling. And for even greater peace of mind, we offer straight from the factory an integrated trailer brake controller. So while we're talking about what's underneath the skin, let's talk about powertrains. So standard is our 3.6-liter V6 Pentastar, 285 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque, and that can be paired with either our 8-speed automatic or our 6-speed manual transmission. And for all you diesel lovers out there, how many of you guys love diesel trucks? Okay, a few hands. We're going to have a diesel engine, a 3-liter EcoDiesel, available in Gladiator in 2020, next year. And that'll be paired with our 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, I mentioned that we added a ton of technology to Wrangler, and we did the same thing with Gladiator. So on the interior, you're going to find our 4th generation Uconnect radios, 3 different sizes, 5-inch, 7-inch, and 8.4-inch. And our 7-inch and 8.4-inch have standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration. We also have an industry-exclusive Bluetooth wireless speaker that's integrated into Gladiator. So it's mounted behind the rear seat, and there's actually a docking station. And when the speaker is in that docking station, it's going to recharge. And then when you take it out, you can use it just like any other Bluetooth wireless speaker. And it has the electronics industry's highest certification for dust protection, and it's also water resistant. You can throw it into a 1-meter deep body of water for up to 30 minutes with no consequences. It'll work just fine. And then Gladiator also is going to have over 80 standard and available safety and security features, including blind spot monitoring, rear park assist, adaptive cruise control with full stop, and forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking. So hopefully you've learned that there's a lot more than meets the eye with the all-new Jeep Gladiator, and all those little things add up to a truck that's not only 100% truck, but also 100% Jeep. So thank you very much for your time. I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys might have. Yes, all the way in the back.
Does that give you more rigidity in the back end? With going, climbing, being more agile? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
Stronger.
It definitely helps with the off-road piece, right? Just from a durability standpoint. But the main reason we went to the all-new frame and then also the Ram 1500 suspension parts was to get to those towing and payload numbers, just to make sure it's a true truck. Yes, right here in front. No plans as of right now. Sorry. Yes. We haven't defined pricing yet. Look for pricing to come out sometime in March or April as we get closer to production. It's going to be available in the second quarter of this year, so it'll start arriving on dealer lots in May and June. Yep. Yes. We do not. Yes, again in the back.
The Dodge, the diesel power plant you incorporated into your lineup, is that a carryover from the Ram line?
Yep, same engine that was used in the Ram 1500 and also in the Grand Cherokee. So we haven't finalized the torque and horsepower numbers, but you can expect it to be very similar to the engines used in those vehicles. Yes, in the front. On the turbo, it is $1,000 over a 3.6 automatic. And of course that gets you the improved drivability with the additional torque. Yeah, it's not bad at all for all that technology, right? Yes, the hat. Sorry, what's that? Only plans for a crew cab version at this point. Yes. Oh, okay. The question was, will Gladiator be available in a two-door version? Only a crew cab four-door version is planned for right now. And for us, that's really the heart of the truck market, right? I mean, 40 years ago it was all regular cab pickup trucks, but now 80% of the volume is crew cab, right? Yes. We have 10 different colors. We've got, see if I can remember all of them. We've got a couple different grays. We've got a silver, a red, a black, a white. We've got a blue, an orange, and we've got 2 different tan colors. That was all 10. No plans to bring Bikini to Gladiator right now, just on Wrangler. And of course, we've got our build and price without pricing that's been up on Jeep.com for about a month now, so you can go on there and see all the available colors. Yes?
What
Yeah.